Well, back on with another Dynodaze video. This is a beautiful championship white FN2. It's actually a Mugen, so it's getting some power that it deserves today. It's had some workshop work done, including timing chain, guides, things like that. So we'll talk about that at the end, but here we go, Arjano's strapping it down. So let's get tuned in on the Ecutek system. Well, there we go, a Mugen mapped. It's got a cage.
Got a cage?
It's got a bolting cage that...
It's not bolted in.
That's not bolted in. So I don't know how safe that would actually be.
Well, it came down at you in the back of the head. Probably not that safe.
Can you imagine if someone shunted you up the arse?
Mm.
Just decided it wanted to...
Well, a bolting cage is a bolting cage, ain't it? So I don't really know. But I would imagine, you see, the reason that that's not actually, that's probably bolted at the bottom. Where that goes, you'd have another tube, wouldn't you? And it'd come forward.
Just knock me out.
Sorry.
Just knock me out.
So it'd go into that. It'd go into the side of that, wouldn't it? Mm. But obviously, because the headline is still in, it can't do that.
I think we're safe in here though, because
we should be fine because we're not moving.
We're not moving with the dyno, so yeah. If that cage has got to protect us, the whole building's come down.
Yeah, yeah. We're really in trouble.
Yeah, nails ain't driving, so we're all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so Mugen, it's got a few mods, hasn't it? It's got a HKS induction kit, which isn't particularly amazing.
No, it's got a 4-to-1 decap manifold on it, and some
custom.
custom.
It says custom on the...
Yeah, 2.5 inch twin exit exhaust, which we tend to find that whenever they've used the word custom, it's a cheap back box, and the design inside the back box where it divides into two is generally terrible.
Custom begins with C.
Yeah, that's right. And and they just generally don't tend to make power, do they? Every time we see a custom twin exit, they just never make power. So I think we finished on 212 today, which is
214.
Or 214 we finished on.
214.
We made power in the mid-range.
About 30 brake.
About 30 brake
at one point.
And we made up, but we sort of almost like tabletopped back to the same level of power that the car had before it had its mods, which obviously suggests at that point that it's a restriction.
Yeah.
Better mods certainly for this car if it wants to make more power.
Agreed. Agreed.
You know what I mean? Moving forward.
Now, you've done some more work to this than just mapped it, haven't you?
Yeah, we did a oil and filter change and timing chain and guides today is what we've done on this, and valve clearances.
Genuine parts. What else have I got to say about it?
I don't know.
What's a tiny bit of we've spoke about a tiny bit of bodywork on it. It included the roof. It's got a wrapped roof.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but just pointing this out that we can't do, because we have been asked, we can't do a carbon effect liquid wrap.
No.
You'd think that was...
It was an obvious statement.
Fairly obvious.
But it wasn't an obvious statement.
But it wasn't.
No.
So we are pointing that out, that cannot be done. But yeah, there you go. So that's another one in the bag, a little video for YouTube.
Yeah. Well, should we have a look at this graph then?
Come on, let's have a look at the graph.
Okay, so as we always say, red line is as you came in, blue line is as she leaves. You can see the bit where it says, where Richard's talking about tabletop it as the power dies off there. But we made some gains in the mid-range, and we finish on 240 brake horsepower. We're actually up, we're up like 12 wheel horsepower. But yeah, there you go. It's got, like I say, it's got a few mods. And what we're going to do is, code word for this video is Mugen. So if you'd be so kind and you've got to the end of the video, Mugen is the code word, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hey lads, we'll catch you on the next one, won't we?
Will indeed.
We will indeed.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.